Hey, single queen. Hey, single queen. This is Desmond Booker. I am a Christian dating and relationship coach. I help queens who are seeing success in their life, but are ready to see success in their love life. I am just excited to be able to come on tonight, this morning. Um, Great things are happening. It's 2025. Is this your year for a great relationship? Is this your year to be healed from all the broken relationships that you've ever been in? Is 2025 your year to see yourself go from a healthy relationship to a marriage? Are you ready to be married? Well, you're in the right place. Again, you may be watching me on YouTube. I see some of you coming in. Welcome. Not going to make this very long, I know this is not the normal time that I come in. Then some of you may also be on YouTube. If you have not known, I am on YouTube as well. For my YouTube family, welcome to you. I'm just excited. Please like and subscribe on YouTube. I want to share a story with you, and then let's just talk about this story real quickly. As you know, I always am talking to single queens. I'm always talking to queens in general. And yesterday, I just happened to come across this queen, and we were in conversation. And in the midst of while we were talking, she said, "Well, I am married." I said, "Oh, you?" I said, "You're married?" I said, "Oh, that's great. I mean, you're talking about somebody, a beautiful, beautiful woman, inside and out, and that's the key. She was beautiful inside and out." So as we're talking, I said, "Oh, but you're from," and I'm not going to name the country that she was from, but she was from this other country besides the United States. And I said, "Oh, you're married. Tell me a little bit about how you got married. Tell me a little bit about the situation." So this is what she began to tell me. She said that she came over to the United States in the process of visiting the United States. She would just so happened to be at this store. In the store, she meets this man. They exchange numbers, and they get to know each other. Well, she flies out of the country, and then she begins to correspond with him back and forth as she's out of the country. Now watch this, check this out. And she said they did this, and then she flew back into the United States, and they basically went to dinner, and he says, "I want to marry you." She's like, "We've only been talking for this a certain amount of time, and it's only been about 5 or 6 months, and you already want to marry me." She was reluctant, she was hesitant, but guess what she did? She went ahead and prayed. She talked to God and went ahead and married him. Moved back into the United States, and now they were in this. She had children, and she's like, "Okay, well, there's an age difference. I don't know," and so he's younger than her. And so that was one thing. She was younger than her. They were in a different country, right? Then she has kids, and he says, "Well, you've already have kids. If you desire or want more kids, we can just kind of see if that's going to work, right?" Then he was open to that. So that's in another country. Um, I don't know him, right? Um, was she looking for, so many people are looking to get in the United States. That wasn't her problem, because so many people do marry for that reason, but that wasn't the reason that she married him. She really felt genuinely connected to him, and that she felt that it was God with all these obstacles. So now the children, right? I'm already at this age. I don't know if I want to have children at this age. And so, in all of this, guess what happens? She ends up marrying him, and she says, "I've been married to him for almost a year. It's not a perfect marriage, but we are making it happen." And so they move in. At that time, he lived in I think a small apartment. So they were kind of crammed into this apartment. But now, check this out. Now they're living in this pretty nice sized house with nothing but land. Why am I sharing this story with you? Because again, there's so many things that is keeping you from getting married. And I'm not even talking about being in a relationship. I'm not even talking about dating. I'm talking about from getting married. We have too many parameters. He's got to be this. He's got to look like this. He's got to treat me. We have all these parameters, and what you're doing, you're building up resistance. You're building up walls that is keeping you single. So my question, and the reason why I'm asking you, and I'm going to get ready to ask you this question, is because and I'm telling you this story is, are you keeping you single? I want you to really think about that. Are you keeping you single? You have all, it's got to be like this. He's got to live in this certain city. I'm not moving. I love where I live. You know, you got all, I don't have nobody that I know at my church. I don't have anybody that I don't go anywhere. How can I meet? We have all these parameters. I've got kids. I don't want any more kids. There's not anybody I meet that want, you know, that desires kids. I got people that I'm meeting that they're older than me, and I don't want to meet anybody. I don't want to date anybody older. I don't want to date anybody younger. I don't want to do this. They got to be this color. You know, you got all these parameters. Are you keeping yourself single? I want you to really begin to think about that, because you're praying and you're desiring to be with somebody. This woman, as she was talking to me, it sounded to me like she wasn't even really looking. But if love found her, she was going to go with the flow. And she did not allow anything or even herself to get in the way. And she talked to her children. Most of all, she prayed about it. She said she's going to church now. She doesn't know anybody in the city. I'm not moving anywhere where nobody, I don't know anybody. We got all these things going on. Are you keeping yourself single? Are you creating boundaries? Are you creating these things that really are non-existent? Can you pray together? That's one of the things. Can you go to church together? Is that something big for you, right? All these things have to be in place. And I'm not saying just go and hook up with anybody. That's not what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying if you're praying, you got to really let go, and you have to let God, and you got to really begin to what? Take these walls down. Yes, you've been hurt. Yes, you've been probably physically or mentally abused, right? Been verbally abused. You got all these, but that's what the healing is for. You got to go through this process of healing and really opening yourself. Again, are you keeping yourself single? I want and I desire to be in a relationship. Okay, well then if that's true, then what's keeping you from being in that relationship? What's keeping you from meeting this next guy? Okay? Because what happens is that you come up with all these excuses, you come up with all these reasons, but really, honestly, at the end of the day, you're protecting yourself. You really are. Can you be vulnerable enough for the man to get to know you? If he lived in another city, would that be okay? You have to be really honest with yourself. Can God bring somebody into your city? He most certainly can. He most certainly can. But many of you may not even like the city that you live in, and he can, and God can work it where you move to a city where your destiny is going to even emerge, where you can begin to do more in the city that you're moving to. I'm not country, right? I don't want to leave the United States. I'm not saying this. You got to hear what I'm saying. A lot of these things it's already a desire of ours. You know, you may meet somebody in Puerto Rico and you just so happen to want to move out of the country, and Puerto Rico was on your mind. These are the type of things that I'm talking about. You already have a desire to leave the city that you're at. So it's not a problem for you to oh no, I'm not going to long distance date nobody. I don't want to, they have to be in my city. I have to be able to talk to them. I have to be able to try. Do you really? If you're going to be married let's just say within a year, do you really have to live in the city with him? Can't you jump on a flight? Can't he jump on a flight? We make all these excuses. We make all these parameters. We make all these boundaries, and we're making it harder on ourselves. I'm saying that this morning because I will share that story with you this morning, because are you keeping yourself single? Are you, when you meet men, how does it go? I meet the right person. Are you sabotaging the relationship? Are you really open to getting to know him? You know, he laughs like this. I don't like the way he laughs. I don't like the way he dresses. You know, it's all these things that you guys have. But honestly, women, I'm just want to talk to you today, single queen. Honestly, if he doesn't even dress correctly, aren't you the type of woman that would go with him and dress him anyway? I'm telling you. I know so many queens that I don't like the way he dressed. Okay, but you're going to dress him anyway. You have an idea in your mind, and they already said that a man pretty much undresses a woman, but a woman, when she sees a man, she already can see him in certain attire. Can't you hook him up? Absolutely, you can hook him up. And so stop looking for excuses not to date people. That's my point. Stop looking for excuses for not to date, not to get to know people. Okay? As you're getting to know them, just like this woman, she just basically went with the flow, getting to know him. Reluctant, scared to death, but she just went ahead and leaped anyway. And in the process, guess what happens? She's happily married with this person that she really truly loves, and he really truly love her because why? She gave love a chance, and I just feel that in my spirit. Are you willing to give love a chance? Are you willing to? I'm not talking about you see red flags. I'm not talking about that. If you see red flags and some things are going against your spirit and you feel something, that's not what I'm talking about. Don't go with the flow in that. No, absolutely not. If you have boundaries and you have standards that you, how a certain way that you want him to treat you, and you see that he's not treating you right or even treating people right in public, of course, don't ignore that. I'm talking about this, all these other little things that you say. He does. I want somebody with long hair, or I want somebody with some short hair. I want a bald man. All these things. Does it really come down to it? Look at his character. Does he have the character of Christ? Is he willing to treat you like a queen that you're supposed to be treated? How does he make you feel? Is he consistent? I want this. You date this guy. He's one of those so attractive guys, but he doesn't call you. He doesn't text you. He doesn't check on you. But this is why you're single. And even though you're giving, watch this. You're giving the wrong people a chance. Giving the wrong people, the people that you feel, but you're so attracted to, you're giving them a chance. But this person that, quote unquote, you're not so attracted to, this person that you so not are into, they're consistent and they're there for you, but you won't give them a chance. Are you keeping yourself single? Today, I want you to really begin to think about that. Do you have too many walls up? Do you have too many walls up? Do you have too many parameters up? Do you have to have it this way? Well, I'm not meeting anybody. Okay, let's investigate that. Why are you not meeting anybody? Is it truly because why? Because you don't really feel that anybody's going to come into your world. Are you even, watch this. I'm not going to get on no dating app. I'm not going to get on no dating online. And I'm not saying to do these things. I'm saying when you really have a desire to be in a relationship, you're going to feel these promptings. You're going to feel this leading to do certain things, right? I don't want to talk to nobody on social media. I don't want nobody to DM me right now. You may be having somebody DM you, but you don't want, oh man, it's too many weirdos out. It's weirdos everywhere. You may meet weirdos at the store, but again, where did she meet him? She met him at the store, and it just comes from a conversation. That's all it is. It comes from a conversation, exchanging numbers and getting to know each other. You live way over there? No, I don't want to talk to you. You see this? So I'm not going to keep this long, but I wanted to come on. I normally do Monday Night Live. I didn't do it today. I'm just going with the flow as well, because I want to really help the queen who is desiring to be in a relationship. You're seeing success in all these other areas of your life, your business, maybe at your work, great mom, right? All these other areas. It's time for you to see success in your love life. All right. I'm here to help you. If you're watching me on Instagram, you can DM me. Let's just begin to talk about this. Any help that I can do to help you. Again, I help Queen go from single to successfully dating is what I do. Help you heal, help you, attract the right person. So many things that I do to help you, right? Even help you with life goals as well. But I just really want as many queens as hearing this, share this with somebody. Let some other queen know, hey, are you keeping yourself single? Girlfriend, yes. Because all you do with your girlfriends is what? Is talk about the men that are not attracting to you. The wrong men that you're attracted to. Nothing is happening in my life. If you keep talking like this, then you're going to find yourself single. So again, I want to thank you for joining me. Again, for you that are on YouTube, and thank you for subscribing to YouTube. We're slowly building this, but we're going to rapidly start seeing more subscribers. We're going to like this post, comment below, and let me know. I think that's all I want to share today. I just really want you to get out of your way. Are you keeping you single? Remember, queens don't settle.